Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm reviewing a new commuter folding e-bike called the Aventon Sinch. Just released today, late February 2022. And I'm a mountain biker, road biker, and this is not, I'm not the target market, so I've been testing it the past few days. But let me tell you, I've never met so many of my neighbors because they're so curious about this bike. So it's the bike for most people, for most casual riders. They're curious about the e-bike for commuting, cruising around, and they're also curious about the folding aspect. It's big in Europe. Maybe it'll be a hit here in the US. So this is its folded state, and I'm wheeling it in this way. So why folding? So you could stick it in your car, go to the train station, and do your business, or go to the city and bike around there. And here it is. Hang on to the end. We're going to have a lot of test riding video, but I'm going to give you two tricks that I think are very essential for this bike, transporting it and whatnot. All right. So, but now I'm gonna try to unfold it. Lock the handlebar. And then put the frame straight, and then boom, I think we are done. Oh, forgot two steps. Sorry, don't mean to take any shortcuts. Set your saddle height and get the pedals ready. Boom. So there you go. Couldn't be easier, huh? I was kind of impressed. So the new Aventon Sinch is the next generation of the popular Sinch. It used to be $1,700. Now it's $1,800 or $1,799. 500 watt motor, 672 watt hour battery. Good for about 40 miles of riding, kind of gradual rolling terrain. And if you just wanted to do throttle, probably about 20 miles. First thing that struck me, they tried to offer this to me like 3 years ago. And I said, the old Sinch, and I said, nah, I don't like the way it looks. It's not me. It's got this curved tube, and it wasn't me. But this one is pretty handsome. They have it in green and a red color, kind of a matte finish, super cool. And it's like a scooter look. And what easier step through? Men's and ladies, I believe there's only one size for all. And then the 10-wall tires, I'm so into them. That's kind of, I have a couple 10-wall tires in my 2021 mountain bike, so they're kind of in with the times. It's kind of cool. So it's a 20-inch tire, 4.0 inch in diameter. So it's got some cushioning depending on how you want to inflate with your tire pressures. And so it's kind of mixed terrain. And I think it's really essential to have these big tires when you have these small wheels, because that gives you the stability and the bump rolling ability, rough terrain ability is configurable. Because small wheels, like scooter wheels, they're more prone to obstacles look bigger to the wheel, So better bump rolling ability. It's kind of agile, kind of fun to ride, Some of the Aventons, a lot of commuter e-bikes that are not $5,000 and above, they get heavy. So some people might think it's kind of beastly. It takes a while to get used to. This one doesn't take a lot of time to get used to. In fact, it's so kind of agile. You're like, whoa. My wife was like, I'm not used to this. But then after like 2-3 minutes, she was like, oh, it's game on. Let's hit the dirt. So here it is. So it's obviously folding bike. It comes to you kind of 90% assembled. It's a heavy box. I don't know, probably 80-pound box. So it's hard to move around. My UPS guy was complaining, but it is so neatly organized inside. I've received bikes from manufacturers, consumer direct, like Canyon and YT, and they're very meticulously wrapped and protected, because since that's their business. This Aventon, is right up there, maybe better than a lot of high-end $10,000 bike manufacturers in terms of packaging and ease of assembly. In fact, I had my tools laid out, but it turns out I didn't need any tools. They include the tools that you need to put this thing together. So it's about a 30 to 45 minute unpacking assembly job. They didn't have to disassemble it so much because it's folding anyway. Boom. And really kind of next level in the packaging, because that's what they do, Aventon through and through. This is like the fourth or fifth Aventon bike that I received. I'll click here, by the way, if you want to see the Pace 350 and 500, and over here again for the Adventure. Okay, so what's really cool about these bikes is they're enabling bikes. You know, the folding bikes are handy bikes, but to put some e-power on them, it really enables people to use them more. Go 20 miles, 30 miles, hilly terrain, go to the streets of San Francisco and really have fun there. Cross the Golden Gate, go to Marin and whatnot. So it opens up adventure, you know, in the U.S., in our state, around the country, or in other parts of the world. In fact, my wife, great story. You know, she was commissioned to do a review on a women's e-bike, Aventon, and got her going. I said, hey, you know, you'll be in the review, but you got to ride it at least 5 times. And lo and behold, 5 years later, she got hooked on biking again. So that's kind of the story with e-bikes and folding bikes and whatnot. Is they get you going. And I believe biking is kind of the perpetual motion machine. The more you do it, the more you feel like doing it. You know, the more you sit on the couch, the more you don't want to do anything, right? It loosens the joints, gets the blood flow going, lubricates the muscles, and you feel good. So other details on it. So it's got mechanical disc brakes, front and rear. You have to bed them in, meaning grab them hard about 10 to 20 times with the motor power around your block before you get on some big hills. It assists you gradually, 5 levels of assist, and that controls your top speed and how much power gets delivered. And let me tell you, you know, 3-4 years ago when I got my first Aventon Pace, it was kind of a turbo, on or off, and it was a little too much, but they've really worked on that. So now it's a smooth transition from nothing to assist, and the level of assist not only controls top speed, but I think the amount of punch that you get. So it's a lot easier to control now. When you hit the throttle, you're not going to go like this. You have to hold it for like 3 or 4 seconds, once to make sure that you just didn't inadvertently hit it, and then it's going to gradually boost you. So really a lot smoother. I think a lot of older population get this. Oh, I'm old, but older than me, like 60 to 70 years old. They love this thing. Retirees, but commuters as well. I think it's going to be a big target market. Grips are very nice, lock-on grips. The handlebars are kind of narrow, but you know, typical for commuter and folding bikes. Shifting is good. Throttle is very handy. Something really cool with Aventon is they've really worked on the display and their software. The display is nicely located. Now color display and a lot of configuration, a lot of options, speed. They have an app, they have a tracking app. It's kind of cool. And let me tell you, it looks great. And you might be asking, why does it matter what it looks? Because it does. You don't want to look, you know, it's already an e-folding bike. You don't want to look, you know, even more kind of alien-like. So this one, it just kind of looks smooth like a scooter. And with Aventon, great company, a lot of support. They have an ecosystem. You can buy a rack at the back, some bags, some lights, and they strengths and weaknesses. Nothing is perfect. I know you won't trust me if there's no weaknesses. So I wish they had integrated lights. I do have a lot of lights, but man, my Adventure has front and rear lights built in, and what a godsend, because it's always there when you need it, and you need to be running lights even in the daytime. Most accidents with cars are caused because they don't see you. So I wish they could have done that, but I understand folding bike, not a lot of space. Another weakness is it's heavy. You know, it's 68 pounds, the same as the outgoing bike. So, you know, usually it doesn't matter. It's kind of handy. You don't have to lift this anyway. But when you have to put this in your bike rack, or you want to fold it, put it in your trunk, it's a bit of a beast. So here's my advice to you. Should come in really handy. One is battery. So easy to access. Put this aside, put this in your car. I don't know. You save 7 to 8 pounds right there. So now your 68 pounds is now down to 60, a little more controllable. Nice finish, by the way, right? And then my other piece of advice is, as you fold it together, you know, you want to attach the two halves together. You want to cinch them together with a piece of Velcro. So I'm not sure. I didn't see it included in the package, but all you want to do is just, you know, get the contacting parts, put a pad in between if you're concerned about scratches, cinch them together tight, and then boom, lock them in. And that way you can just grab it. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate that right now. Unlock, and now do the kickstand, and now we are ready to fold the bike. I don't know what the best way is. I'll get this sorted out. So boom, right there, I already have the two halves. Squeeze them together with my legs, and here's what I'm talking about. The Velcro, give it some tension, and then lock. And now they're locked together. And because I have the, ooh, not too bad, not too bad. No lightweight, but hey, at least it's compact. And you can do a two-person operation. You don't need to fold it, but if you need to fold it, just one lever. There's a lock too. A lot of safety. It's good. So these latches are cool because they unlock. So there you go, Aventon Sinch. Oh, by the way, subscribe to the channel because in the near future, I'm gonna compare it to another folding bike, the Go Cycle folding carbon bike, $7,000 for this bad boy. I'll give you a sneak peek. 68 pounds. Not bad for this one. E-bike as well.